Hi friends of the Garden of Eden, the learners of the book. This is the history month of the Garden of Eden, and we are talking about the four rivers that water the Garden of Eden in the history of the Cushite and the Cush kingdom and the civilization. We are going all the way thousands of years back. And so the rivers that we mentioned the other day when I was talking were the two rivers that are located in Iraq, and then the other two that are located in the land of Cush itself. We have the Gihon and Pishon. Those are the blue Niles and the white Niles, just if you want to put them that way. Those are two of the rivers that are that were part of the Garden of Eden, and that water the Garden of Eden. As we know, Garden of Eden was so big that it stretched all the way to Iraq. And that's why the other two rivers I mentioned there are the Tigris and the Euphrates. So I will not talk about those things because those are in the Iraq. And just as a present day history, the importance of those white Niles and the blue Nile, whoever controlled them controlled the entire land of the Havilah. Okay, or the influence all over the place. And that's why you see there's always a clash between Ethiopia and Egypt regarding the waters and who controlled the river Niles and all of that. So that's where the power of the ancient Cushite kingdom is based on. It's based on the flow of the waters, and will control the waters, control the food systems and the agricultural land and the civilizations. Now, the current war in the Sudan is connected to the land itself. And that's why Sudan has not been peaceful for the last 100 years. Sudan has been made as a staging ground for wars and influence and powers across the world, across the nations. Even the division of the north and the south of the Sudan, the influence that came from outside, that was a tactic to control the land and the resources. Whether they do now or not, that's a different history. But the current war in the Sudan is a transactional war, and this is mostly funded by those that don't have the land to feed the people. And basically, you are talking about, if you go back and look at the investments of UAE and also the Qataris in the country of the Sudan, and how the power, the influence of who should control the land. Those countries, they have crisis of food, they don't have food, they do have money, but they don't have food, and that's why they have to have a source. They have to feed the kingdoms, and to do that, you have to go all the way to Sudan, and that's why the Sudanese people have to be really, they have to come together and recognize that this war is not among themselves. The rebels and the generals are being used as the tools to kill their own people, and thinking that they are trying to control power, but in fact, really the power doesn't belong to them. It is the entire Africa that need to come together and control the Sudan. Sudan can feed the entire Africa. Sudan is the source of gold. Sudan does have a gold that is huge, and that has been the money flowing to as far as Russia, other places, and UAE, the diamonds, and so all of this is coming out from the Sudan. That's why Sudan has been in the news for the last 50 plus years. It's a war now, it's a war tomorrow, it's something, unless the Sudanese come together and control the affairs, this is the only way that Sudan will be in peace. Thank you so much.